Hey guys, it's Hobbs. Welcome back to a new video. This one's a little different. This past wipe day, CB and I did a challenge. Now I'll throw the rules right up on the screen right now, but essentially we called this challenge the No Land Challenge. For the first 30 minutes, or the first day cycle of the wipe, where we were allowed to gather resources on land. Then we had to escape the land and only live on the sea and on icebergs for the entire wipe. Now, the way we would beat this challenge without going on land was to take an attack helicopter. We felt that would be how we would essentially declare our dominance on the server, if you will, and show that we had survived on the water for that wipe. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This one was a blast to make. It was super difficult in the beginning, so I hope you guys enjoy. Now, the moment the server wiped, we immediately rushed to Outpost. Outpost was by the snow, and we knew we were going to build on an iceberg, so this would be the ideal place to gather resources. We farmed so hard for that initial 30 minutes, as we knew that literally every resource would be priceless, when shortly thereafter, we would not be able to go on the mainland for the rest of the wipe. Naturally, we figured that wood would be one of the most strategic resources for us, so I turned in the vast majority of my stone for wood while CB went out looking for a boat. As the sun started to fall and the first day cycle of rust was over, we hurriedly got on the water as the last glimpses of sunlight disappeared.
Alright.
Now that we were on the water, we could not go back on the mainland no matter what for the entire wipe. Now there's some important nuances here. The lighthouse, we'd be able to recycle that, and oil rigs we were able to go on. However, say our bags were destroyed, we were done for the wipe.
God.
We could not respawn on the beach. We were done. The challenge would be failed. We ventured into the Arctic region of the map and found a nice iceberg that we could use for our base location. It was freezing cold out here, but it would have to do, as nowhere else would be able to yield a base location for us. We set up our 2x2 being mindful to conserve resources. We even made the decision not to make a small furnace, as that would waste wood compared to a large one. So we just have to wait till we got a tier 2 before we started smelting stuff.
Here, take stone. Okay, that's a lot of mats.
Our farming during the first day cycle had definitely paid off. We had quite a lot of mats, and we just had to make these last for the rest of the wipe. To say the least, we felt comfortable in our new base location. However, when morning came, we had a super important task. As we lived in the snow, we would not be able to swim anywhere, so getting boats was essential. More or less, if we lost this one little dinghy that we had, we were screwed. Now, just as I'm stressing the importance of us staying alive with this one boat, we went out to look for more and immediately started getting chased by a group of 3. If we died here, there's a chance that we would fail the challenge, as we would not be able to leave our iceberg. We boated all the way to the desert in hopes of finding a rib, as normal boats would be impossible to push off the mainland since we'd need to actually stand on land to push them. However, we got super lucky here. This was great. We had found a boat that had already been used, so we didn't have to go on land to get it and push it off. Now we had 2 dinghies, which would more or less increases our chance of winning this challenge. We still had to be careful though and get back to our iceberg. Let's bounce, baby. While farming our way home, we got into a hot pursuit of someone farming the water.
You just clapped him, dude. Ooh, not bad. Wood!
500 wood, fucking profit. I'm gonna need that, dude. You'll see it more later in the video, but even now we were excited about getting 500 wood, as not being able to farm the mainland was a serious problem for us, and even basic resources that normal players take for granted were like gold.
I thought that might have been it when we were fucking getting chased by those
right
guys.
there?
Like right
failed there,
as we were
would've been
driving
over.
by and you got hit twice, I was like, ah, that's GG. The kid had 34 fucking leather too, that's pretty pog.
That's super good. I had some leather, clogging up invent space.
Oh, home sweet home.
We returned home with a decent haul, a lot of components that we would need later in Wipe, and a decent amount of resources as well. However, we still weren't safe. If we were to die with the 2 boats we had, we would be screwed and lose the challenge. As a result, we decided instead of going to oil rig like we normally would have done, we decided to go and look for more boats, as that would be essential for our survival in this challenge.
Hey, baby. I didn't hit him. How? Did he just jump out? Oh my god. Oh, you killed him. Was he greased?
Oh, very. While it may not look like this farmer was extremely loaded, all these components and that wooden sign even would give us stuff if we recycled them. Resources vital for our survival on the iceberg when we weren't able to go on land. I'll fast forward and not show it that much, but after we killed someone, we'd end up taking their boat back to the iceberg, and we ended up building up quite the little armada here, giving us something to fall back on when we started dying and getting into fights. Now that we had a comfortable amount of boats by the iceberg, about 4 or 5, we went to do our first recycle run. This was huge as it gave us a lot of scrap and resources so that not only could we upgrade the base, but we could start making better weapons. Alright, you got a torch?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. We finished the recycling run with a lot of resources, close to 3k wood, 1,500 cloth, a lot of metal frags and scrap as well. We were getting very close to our tier 2, which was honestly surprising. This challenge was going a lot better than we had expected. You see, around this time we ran into another problem, however. We were running low on low grade because of all the boat trips we were doing, and the boat problem was very similar to the low grade problem we were having right now. Without low grade, we couldn't leave our iceberg, and we'd most likely fail the challenge. As a result, we decided to rush the tier 2 and craft a refinery. This way, with our almost unlimited crude, we would have more than enough low grade to carry us out for the rest of the wipe. In order to get more low grade for a refinery, we headed to oil rig, which had recently been taken. Our plan was just to farm all the crude barrels that spawn there and hopefully get enough for the refinery, which cost 250.
That is. That's where you have to go.
And let this thing respawn with 2 boats. Might as well.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
With 67 fuel.
And then let's just hit the rest on the water, yeah?
Or honestly, yeah, yes. After that large oil run, we recycled and returned home. We now had enough for a refinery, and after cooking up in the refinery, we would have enough for a large furnace. Now we could start using our resources for guns, and more importantly, to upgrade our base. However, before we could set stuff up, someone had come onto our iceberg.
I'm out of arrows. Drop arrows, drop arrows. Drop arrows.
All my arrows?
He has wood, bro. Fuck, he's trying to build.
Killed him.
Nice. 200 wood.
That was our first encounter with someone from the mainland, aside from being on a boat. But it would not be our last. I put down the large furnace and was intent on fortifying our iceberg, so I decided to research high wall. Now this was super risky because already we were running low on wood, and this was a finite resource that we could not get more of. So researching high wall would be a risk as it would use a lot of our wood supply. However, I thought it would be worth it because it could guard a refinery and our base from the outside world. I bring out a bit of crude too.
Sorry, I'm looking for...
You're good, you're good.
Hey.
This wipe had been going fantastic, and CB went out to get a bite to eat. I was left defending our little iceberg and cooking up our resources. Now, since we had a tier 2, I had crafted up SARS, and the heli came out. Now, this was the first heli of wipe. It was roughly 3 hours in, and I was feeling confident. If I was able to take this heli down now, it would mean completing the challenge, and with only 3 hours, that was very impressive. I decided I'd give it a go. Just for some context here, I was stuck inside my base because of the helicopter's ensign, so if it flew away now, I will have failed. Once again, the heli had napalmed me inside my own base, and there was nothing I could do as it flew away. I'd failed the first heli attempt, but this would not be the last. We were still going strong on the challenge, and I had no doubt that with CB by my side, I'd be able to take it next time. CB got back on shortly after this, and we headed to Large Oil to disconnect in the Red Room. Now, it's important to disconnect in the Red Room, as because we couldn't run any of the monuments on the mainland, there was no way for us to get key cards, and by disconnecting inside it when it was open, it would respawn with us on the inside, and we'd be able to run the oil rig. Alright, I want to call in heavies.
Honestly, didn't want to.
How?
Not too shabby.
Holy shit.
It's alright.
It's pretty fucking
Little
bad.
face mask.
After that large rig run, we decided to recycle. We were getting very close to a tier 3, so all scrap would help. Nice game.
We'll have an auto turret watching our boats.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an auto turret right now.
Boat.
Really?
See that kid? Yeah.
Ready?
North.
3, 2, 1.
2, 1. Hit him, headshot.
Where do I
Hit
have
him.
to aim? I hit
Dead.
him. He's dead.
Nice. Oh fuck. Okay, we're good. Oh, two more kids on a boat coming in. Never mind, there's like 4. I fucked one up. I gotta not die here.
Hello, game? My shot is so off today. Like, I'm right on the... Headshot one. Hit him. Headshot another. One dead. Hit another.
Hit the driver. Dead. That's such a far shot. Hit him.
Alright. So disregarding some of my atrocious shots there, these kids were actually loaded. They had tons of stone that we needed, plenty of resources, and even a few key cards. Not to mention extra SARs, which would come in handy when it came to defending our iceberg.
Nice.
Yoinkers. After that little skirmish, we decided to set up turrets outside our base. These would provide an extra layer of protection for our iceberg in case anyone tried to get on.
The turret.
Once the turrets were down, CB picked out the foundation where the tier 2 was so that we could place our tier 3 there. We didn't have mats, so recycling space was important as we had to be very frugal with all of our resources.
Hell yeah.
Shortly thereafter, we went to counter Large Rig, which was being taken.
Back. Guy coming down. Dead. One more very hurt.
Go up.
Going up. Oh, you got it. There's two left. That I know of. Why peek me there? He's dead. One dead. Why? He's hurt. Headshot bodied. Dead.
I'm down. Dead.
He's hurt. Re-peeked me, he's dead.
You're fucking insane. I don't understand it. I returned to rig where CB had clutched up. We looted the crate and ended up getting an L96 along with a host of other weapons. This was super good.
Ew.
It's getting better and better, dude. That's heli.
Oh shit.
You heard that right. The second heli of the wipe was out, and we were more than ready to take this one.
If they take it down.
I'm gonna tag it
Yep.
when I get on land.
Do it now.
Alright, love it, dude. Yep, full wet. Oh my god.
It's not coming, it's not.
Tag it again.
Yeah, hit the rotor. Oh.
Already done that. Tagged it again.
Rotor shots, brother. There you go.
For some reason, the attack helicopter would not un-aggro from cargo, so we had to chase it.
Here she comes. Up here in a good position.
I'm dead. I'm coming back.
You just got blamed.
Oh my god.
I just took it down.
Video. CB had clutched up once more and taken down the heli. Now the hard part would be finding the crates, which would be in seaweed. Now when I say both CB and I combed the ocean floor for literally 30 minutes, we did. We did not find anything but one crate with one explosive in it, and there's currently a bug where occasionally guns and stuff like that will fall through the ocean floor, so I think there's a good chance that happened to some of the crates, which really does suck. I wish the floor at least was solid in most parts, or even didn't have all this seaweed stuff on it. But nonetheless, we had taken the heli, and we did end up fighting some counter. Headshot hazmat in the rib. Killed him.
Right here.
Got the L9.
You got the L9?
Even though we had only gotten 1/4 of the crates from the heli, we felt that we had succeeded in this challenge. I'm going to show you from my teammates' perspective of all the loot we've gathered in our base, and it's only about 7 hours into wipe day. I felt that past this point, stuff would get monotonous. There would just be endless oil rig runs, endless recycling, and some water PvP here and there. As a result, it was at this point that I decided to get off for the night, and in the morning, I found out that we had been offlined. To be honest, I didn't even care that much. We had definitely shown the server and shown ourselves that this challenge was possible. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know if you want to see any other challenges in the future, since this honestly brought me a lot of fun doing this challenge. It made me feel like I was new to Rust again, getting super stoked over small items that I mean, it gave everything a use, this challenge, so I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you watched this late in the video, thank you so much. Drop a like, drop a sub if you enjoyed, and if you want to support me, that's how you do it. Also, let me know what you thought in the comments, and let me know about any other challenges you'd like to see. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.